Hey, it is your buddy, Peace and Harmony, with you here today. Much love going out to all the beautiful, empowered harmonizers. We are zooming in and focusing in a little bit more in depth on a great viewer question. And that is really, how do you restore trust? How do you restore confidence to your life after you've been in a close or intimate relationship with someone who has violated you, who has betrayed you, who has really hurt you behind your back, who has betrayed your confidence? Confidence really means that you can rely on somebody not to throw you under the bus, not to smear your name, not to tell lies about you, not trying to cut you down or minimize you. Or really, the end result really of manipulation is that of injury and aggression. So if you've been sort of, I don't want to say a victim of, but if you have experienced a sort of a lack of confidence as a result of an abusive relationship, realize that you can regain and restore your confidence. A trauma bond, meaning sort of a bond that you will sort of cling to, carry with you, and maintain like a carry-on, just almost like a backpack that you carry all the time, oftentimes is a lot of guilt, a lot of feeling of guilt, sort of shame, embarrassment, lack of confidence, insecurity, and namely hurt feelings. That the hurt, I think, is one of the main sort of thieves of confidence, thieves of faith, and thieves of belief, which means it robs you of that experience, that mechanism, that strength where you will not be a pushover. You will not be blown over by the wind. They can huff and they puff, but they won't blow my house down. So oftentimes a lack of trust is because of a fear deep within, a deep-seated fear that you can't handle something, or something is going to conspire to hurt you again. So people have been hurt, and they have oftentimes felt that there's a conspiracy, or that people are sort of conspiring to hurt them. In other words, maybe there was a whole bunch of people, or a number of people, or a number of different bad things that happened to you, which sort of filled your glass up with fear. I mean, you're carrying around a glass of fear wherever you go. You're sipping from it a little bit by little. Sometimes you're taking big gulps of fear, little sip of hurt, big gulp of hurt. I think especially that violation boundary where, people feel that they don't have anything. They don't have a self. They don't have security. They don't have a home. They don't have a place that they can just be. They feel that, it's going to happen again. They're just going to get like washed up by a tsunami of hostility or lies or betrayal that they are not prepared for, that they are not sort of geared up for, that you don't have the equipment for. So realize that festering lack of confidence is because deep within on your emotional tool belt, you don't feel that you have whatever it's gonna take should something come up. And I know that we have a lot of viewers. In fact, we had a recent viewer comment that's, well, how do you deal with this when you're in someone who plays dirty and you're in the court system? So that's a great question. When you're with these people who play dirty, you're going to get dirty if you play with them. And how dirty do you want to get? I mean, take some time and say, are you going to play dirty or are you going to play clean? Do you see what I'm saying? So you have to know yourself. I'm going to play clean. That will develop trust because that is sustainable. Playing dirty is not sustainable. There's going to be fight, suffering, legal battles, other woes are going to ensue. And, you're going to be on that shaky ground. And a lot of people find that very discomforting, to be on shaky ground. They don't like that. They don't like that thrill of like, oh my God, we're going to, this and this might happen. Some people like that challenge, and they've already got their punching gloves that they just pull on, bam. I mean, they just are always ready to fight. So I think a lot of people have a sort of an ongoing, even if it's just a low grade, all the time, chronic anxiety. So if that's chronic, you really have to put your foot down and put an end to it and say, you know what, that violation energy, that was so complete. It might have sort of, balled you over 100%. It might have really got you. The the violation energy of someone who is manipulative is really like a steamroller. They just try to take all the dimension out of your life. They try to take all the all I am human, I am okay out of your life. They try to take that whole dimension so people feel like that they're missing something. You know, you're a human being. You're a three-dimensional, you're of substance. You have amazing vital organs, trying to work on your behalf. Allow them to work. Exit that fearful state that they are, that is a fearful that you won't be able to protect yourself in the future. If that's sort of the undergoing fear that's sort of pulling at you all the time, then you have to get a stronger image of yourself and a stronger practiced image of yourself being calm. In other words, just being very neutral, just not judging good or bad. So just in a very neutral state is a good place to start regaining trust and boundaries. Even if these have been, washed up or destroyed by the accusations, the looks, the painful statements that were hurled at you. I mean, these people, they have an emotional imbalance. It's always, it's just a big battle all the time. And people have probably been violated so that they don't feel that they have anything to protect. So you have to sort of realize that they have maybe crossed over, and that's violation. That is their bad, okay? That is their wrong, that they, were doing that. Someone who is a good heart would not do that. So you have to realize, oh, okay, that is with someone of this type of person. This is how they get one over on people. So I know this now. Okay, got it. So you clear out your space right within you in the present, and you claim that as your power. This is where your free will and be able to experience a strength of being right, of being protected, of having your boundaries and making them big, bad, and strong enough so that they won't be violated. So they're always there with you no matter where you go. While you're dreaming of your future, your boundaries are intact. While you're looking at your image of yourself, you are strong. You are you are unwavering. You are not susceptible to guilt or being made fun of or being pushed over. This is what they do. So even in even people who are in legal battles, I would recommend, I can't offer tax or legal advice, but make sure that your representation is well aware and well steeped in knowledge of all these practices, which I'm sure if they're practicing law they are. But realize that truth is on your side. Truth is fact-based. It's not just an opinion. So trust is being able to rely on that you are okay and that you can rely for yourself to, be able to remain okay even in the midst of. So even in the storm, I am okay. Even in the storm, I know where my safest space is. I can call up my safety spot and I can go there right now. So you need to develop and work on a safety place where you can then have boundaries and standards, that the boundaries are strong enough. Oh, peace and harmony, this is difficult. I get it, having boundaries, which means saying no, this is unacceptable. No, this is intolerable. No, I am not remaining silent on this, because silence is acceptance. And so you have to really have that strength, that audacity, that boldness, and that courage within to have trust and ignite that. And then don't let that little flame go out. Don't let that little flame go out. Trust is knowing, having a certainty. I am certain that my boundaries work. I am certain that my standards work. I am certain that my inner peace works. I am certain that my inner joy works. I am certain of this. I can trust in this. And I will nurture that self-trust. And then to even do that, use the word trust throughout the day. In your everyday conversation. I trust you'll have a good day. I trust that I can brush my teeth. I trust that I can make a healthy meal. I trust that I will pick up the mail. I will trust I will go out for my walk today. I trust I will do my taxes today. I trust I will do my job today. I trust. And if you feel a little bit shaky, and that's you have to then look at where's that shakiness within you, and begin to be still and calm within that shakiness. Instead, place calm there. Literally, figuratively, get within your body and place calm. Imagine calm, like a calm hand just going to soothe that place. And then, a big, strong arm behind you who's got you. Who's big and strong and who will make sure to get you through this. Like your guardian angel. I mean, know that that there are powers in the universe that are conspiring to help you, not conspiring against you. A lot of people who have been violated, I think they kind of feel that life is conspiring to hurt them, and so they're living under this fear, this sort of veil of fear. Flip back that veil. Life is conspiring to help me. Life is conspiring to support me. And if you look around, do you have any evidence of that? And if you can't believe that, then you are operating out of a disbelief of self. So you have to realize that you're lacking then faith and belief, and you need to work on that. I believe. I have faith. The good lives within me. But oftentimes people have a difficult time believing that because the opposite has been mirrored back to them by emotional abusers. So they have a difficult time sort of restoring and locating that place within them. Realize that that's that little alive, think of that, instead of it being shaky, thinking of it of a little growing embryo that's just like a little seed that's peeking its head up out of the ground, that's just beginning to grow. Your strength is something that grows. Your confidence is something that grows. This is something that grows within you. So just like a little tree is not 5 feet, is not 5 stories high overnight, it's going to grow. It's going to take a period of being exposed to the sun, the elements, the water. In other words, your inner emotions. You have to nurture it with support, with positive, with internal validation and internal enforcement of these. And so that you have got your hands around this and keeping it small enough so you can easily get a grip. I trust, and then using that. I trust I can, I trust I can go to the grocery store and get just what I need. I trust I can not get agitated about that. I trust I can keep my cool. I trust, that this panic is trying to give me a message. And realize oftentimes fear is giving you the right message, is telling you warning, warning, danger, danger. So that's where the fear, it's just a signal within you. So you have to say, okay, is there really fear here? What is the fear here? Is it a person? Is it a situation? Is it a sound? What is the fear here? And why is it setting that whole cluster of neurons into motion? It's trying to get your attention. So it's okay, fear, you've got my attention. What do you want me to do? How do you want me to feel? What do you want me to know? What do you want me to learn? Okay, fear, what do you have for me now? What are you trying to communicate to me? So developing like a two-way flow, staying in flow. What am I really fearful of? This is going to break down, da 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 da. Okay, well, I trust everything is going to go okay. I trust I can get myself through this, and do very small increments, 2 minute, 3 minute. I can get myself through this 30 seconds. I can get myself, and really get it through really small increments. And just, see, I got myself through. Okay, there. And then repetition and experience. So, like, you have to see yourself and sort of see what you are doing. Seeing is believing. So seeing yourself in the future is believing and trusting in yourself in the future. This is how it's going to go. This is what I'm going to do. If I want to take my strength to the next level, I will be ready then. I will take my strength to the next level. And so realize that you're there all along the watchtower. You're there all along like a guardian of yourself, keeping over yourself, like a guardian angel to yourself. You have to sort of ignite that self, that little mature part that has, been devalued, discarded, was told it was inadequate, was told that it doesn't work, and maybe, it let in the wrong people. It let in the wrong vibe. It let in the wrong feeling. It was vandalized. It's okay. It's okay. You've cleared all that out. I mean, clear all of it out until you get every last bit of it. That fear has to get out until it just feels like aliveness. And change is to be alive. So embracing change means that you're alive. And, it goes through ebbs and flows, and things can be as smooth and as calm as you direct. So direct, this is going to be smooth for me. Direct, this is going to be calm for me. Direct, this is going to be neutral for me. I am going to be strong and solid here. I am going to be on unshakable ground here. I am unshakable. I am unshakable. I am unbreakable. And just have that confidence. And if you feel guilty giving that to yourself, it's because oftentimes someone was threatened by that. And so they were envious or jealous, and so taught you to be fearful of your own strength. Do not fear your own strength. Embrace your strength. And you've got this, and you know it. And it's okay, that, and realize that you have this going through you with all of your days, and no one can take it from you. Once you develop that sort of inner security deposit box, you kind of know that you're the only one who has the combo. You might have shared this combo with somebody, and they might have vandalized your inner trust, your inner value. They might have spray painted, they might have tried to carve out some things. That's not where you live. Thank you very much. You live in a different, more peaceful setting, and you need to go out and fill your eyes, ears, tongue, sense of touch with the good, and then replenish and restore that inner rehab. Like, you really, really need to believe and know that this is the right thing. Oftentimes people have a difficult time embracing it, I think, because they've been programmed for so long that it's not right for you to be okay. It's not right for you to be strong. It's not right for you to be independent. It's right for you to get scammed. It's right for you to be taken advantage of. It's right for you to be angry all the time. It's right for you to be scared. You are, do you see how it becomes a whole inner conflict? And the tug of war is usually a conflict with a manipulator who who had everything to gain from you being down, and so, realize, wow, that was then. Thank God I made it through, and I'm at this level now, and I'm taking my I am to the next dimension. I'm taking it to the next level, and I give myself permission, and I do not have any guilt or any fear or worry sort of shadowing my I am right now, that's stunting it or making a stub out of me and holding me back. You are not stumped. You are not cut off. You are not dwarfed by the manipulator. You are strong enough, and your I am is uniquely yours, and your free will has the ability to embrace the future. And oftentimes people, I think, are fearful because they don't have enough to look forward to. They don't have enough planned where they sort of follow through, this worked out, and then they have enough credibility under their belt. So develop a credibility jar. What I would recommend, every time that self-doubt creeps in, go ahead and get yourself a little dollar and put it in that little mason jar, that big pitcher. Nope, I trust myself, and develop a credibility jar. I am credible. I am credible. Usually it's that whole, people might, you are incredible. I mean, that's so when people, that's another big hurtful statement that, a violator might use. You are incredible. I never really understand why people will use that one, meaning that you are not credible. You are untrustworthy. You are, corrupted. So they try to reinforce that. And you are credible. You do have credibility. You do have things that you have followed through. You do have strengths. You do have accomplishments. You do have victories. You have overcome so much. You have come so far. But the narcissists, no, they don't want you to see that. They don't want you to perceive that. They don't want you to be that. They, for some reason, have a little bit of a sadistic, intention that they get a little bit of pleasure by seeing people hurt and struggle. So Don't be, the mouse to that cat. Don't partake in that type of relationship. You are not a mouse. And if they're going to be a cat, well, you're something else. You're a human being. And so you kind of are a little bit bigger than them. You're, a little bit, above it. You are not stooping. You are standing. So don't stoop. Don't bow your head in shame. Don't crunch up your own body and try to dwarf your I am just to prove someone else right. Don't buy into that sort of cycle anymore. It's okay to own your boundaries. It's okay to own your trust. Remember, this is oftentimes the state that they didn't want you to inhabit. So you have even more importance for protecting it and then seeing it. I am credible. I am correct. I am credible. I am correct. I am right. I have accomplishments. I have succeeded. How many people have a difficult time owning this? This would be interesting because you really need to own it and be okay with it, no matter what that means. And just really to the point, really, that not even, just really not being bothered that other people might be jealous or try to knock you down. You know better than that. You know better than to fall for the criticism. You know better than to fall for the brainwashing and the gaslighting and the negative programming. And it might mean a sweeping change for you. You might have to turn off a lot of TV. You might have to turn off a lot of bad news. You might have to turn off a lot of bad relationships. You might have to turn off a lot of bad music. I mean, this might mean really, really, really showing up and really arriving into yourself. I mean, this is okay. This is okay. And if you're around others who are trying to still shred you apart bit by bit like pulled pork, do you want to be pulled pork? I mean, you have to ask yourself this. Is this what you want? Then no, then declare it to be so. And in your declaration, your word is bond. Your word is law. Set the bond with yourself. Set the law with yourself today and really allow you to speak your strength and your vitality into existence. But if you are always sabotaging your success because you feel, oh, it can never be that good for me, then you're speaking your limitations into existence. This is just what it is. So speak your growth into whatever stages, and I will be strong today. I will be strong this hour. I will succeed this minute. Oftentimes people are petrified of success. They're petrified of being confident. They're petrified of being accepted. They're so used to the opposite that it just petrifies them to death. They're fearful. But let go of that irrational fear. Just allow yourself to let it go and just exhale. Just let it go. And just allow that pressure, that force to stop so you can just be. And once you can get that and know that that is beautiful and strong and enough, that's all you need, and it doesn't have to be as difficult as the narcissist makes it out to be. The narcissist and the manipulators, they make life very, very difficult, very complicated, very convoluted. It's all in the head. It is all, it is too gamey. It is too there's too many mind games going on. There's too much disruption. There's too much chaos. There's too much engineered chaos. That's what gives you all the heebie-jeebies in the stomach. So, you have to realize, wow, this is where I've got to do the work. I'm just going to exhale and allow myself to be still and calm. And then bring that still and calm with you around. Even when fear was there, bring that fear and calm instead of the fear. This is what I'm bringing to the party today. Hey guys, I'm bringing calm to the party. Hey, guess what, guys? I'm bringing peace to the get-together. Hey, guess what, guys? I'm bringing stability to the grocery store. Hey, guess what, guys? I'm bringing self-nurturing to the meeting. Just make it a news flash. Announce it for yourself. I am celebrating my peace today. I'm celebrating my happiness today. I'm celebrating my self-reliance. I'm celebrating my independence. I am celebrating and attracting good into my life. It's okay for me to attract good into my life now instead. I like that better. And really declare that. It has to be declared. It has to be really 100% statement. If you're, 80%, 50%, well, you need, work towards getting it up closer towards 100%. So that you are in command, you are in control. If you're so used to other people having control over you, that is just because that's what you're used to. That is the familiar. Become more familial. Become more familiar with yourself, giving yourself commands of being okay. It's okay, even if you've sort of been cast into a shadow, it's okay for you to come into the light. It's okay for you to be in the light and not that pressure of negativity. It is okay, just allow it to be. Even if it's just a be state, allow that strength to be and just carry that. Don't overthink it. Don't analyze it. Just carry it with you. Carry that calm, carry that confidence, and own it. It is yours. This is mine. This is mine. This confidence is mine. And so it is. And if it's threatening to someone else, that is their problem. Don't make it yours. Namaste. And so it is. Have a beautiful day. This is your buddy. Peace and harmony with you here today, and I hope that these videos do help. Please share, please subscribe, and for goodness sake, please donate for more great tools, videos, discussion, and support. Peace in, peace out, trust is within, trust without, trust is around you. Have a beautiful day, and be strong in your living light.